Brother Randy here. Okay, we're on a new project doing the squaring and the foundation work as well as the squaring of the building. And the beautiful thing about this project is that it is the exact size building that I want to build for like a small community room. So this is a 30 by 40 structure, and materials and all, concrete pad and all, $9,000. I'm talking about the material for the roof, siding, concrete, gravel, everything. Now that's just materials alone. And what we're dealing with, I mean, the material is not here yet in terms of the metal. We don't need it yet. But I'm talking about the concrete, all of the 2x4s, all of this material, $9,000, concrete and everything. So that's a 1,200 square foot home, which is more than enough space to make a good 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, a bath and a half to get it done. So this is what you can do for 9 G's if you do it yourself. You know me, I'm on skimping on the material and everything in terms of trying to get deals and everything. But you can probably get it less if you just source the material around. But this is what you can do. And as usual, I will keep you updated on the progress. We're going to be setting some posts and pouring some concrete today. It's just a beautiful thing. So the idea is to learn how to do this stuff yourself. Again, $9,000 for 1,200 square foot home. Just can't beat it. Can't beat it. Insulated and everything. But we'll keep you updated. And this is a pole barn style configuration that you can do. We'll keep you posted. Shalom. Give an update on the actual framing. We've put in the 4 corners to the posts, framing it out and hold it in place 1.5 inches off of the string line on all 4 sides, so we know that the building is perfectly square now. And the point is with these batter boards is that you string them up in such a way so that this is 1.5 inches off of each side of the post. So we know when we put our 2x4 right here, it will equal 30 by 40 and it's perfectly square. Now, being that we put this line on the top of all 4 sides, we can take off these batter boards now. We don't need this string at the base now due to the simple fact that when we put up the rest of the posts on each side, we'll butt it up right against this string. And that'll take into consideration as well the actual 2x4s. So we automatically know that as a result of the string being right up against the post, the 2x4s will be perfect, and it'll be a perfect 30 by 40. You see? Hopefully you get the logic of that. But we no longer need these batter boards and these strings at the base now, because it's perfectly square up there and it's perfectly square down there. And all we got to do is throw up the 2x4s, and now what we'll begin to do is the actual laving from side to side once we get up some more boards, some more posts I mean. But just get to give an update, we don't need the batter boards anymore. Hopefully you understand that logic there, okay? All right, shalom.
Undo that string, Randy.
All right. Day two. I'm telling you, man, it's so hot out here. It's hard to even speak straight after you finish working. But this is day 2 of setting the posts. And as you can see, we were able to get into all 3 and put up some temporary bracing. And this is just day 2. Doing the square. And this is a 32 or 30 by 40 building. I mean, this is an excellent 1,200 square foot project right here to learn and to do. So the idea is tomorrow is we'll do up all of the lavs, and we should be ready for trusses Monday latest. But this is what you can do in a couple of days with this 2-3 brothers. But we'll keep you posted, and most definitely. Good afternoon, Brother Randy here. Wanted to do a quick update on the barn. Now this is a 30 by 40. I've decided this is the exact size we're going to do for the community room. But this is 4 days worth of work. And these trusses we put up by hand. So this is 2 doors right here, 2 garage doors, side doors, windows. I mean, same type of configuration that can be done. But this is 4 days, 3 men working 9 to 5. I mean, it's just amazing when you put your hand to the plow and when you work hard. But as well, what you can do with so little men. You know, the more and more I study this, the more and more I say, you don't need a lot of men. You don't need a lot of brothers to get a lot of work done. All you need is a couple of brothers that's willing to put their hands to the plow, and it is clear what you can get done in a relatively short amount of time, provided that you have the resources. Again, 4 days worth of work. We still got to do the cross bracing, I mean the wind bracing and stuff, but again, 4 days. And you can really get it done. We're going to start doing the roofing. The metal was delivered today, so we'll start doing the roofing and just continue to get it done. But this is 2 weeks worth of work. You can get something like this completely done, insulated and ready to move in, provided that you have the resources. And it's just definitely a blessing to be in a position to be able to learn this stuff and apply it. So we'll keep you posted. All right, shalom. Good morning, Brother Randy here. Wanted to do an update on the pole barn construction. This is, again, the 30 by 40. We were able to get in here and compact the gravel to make it a good base for the pouring of the concrete, which should be done sometime next week. The idea is that it's going to be poured up to the top of that header board right there. So it should be all done within another probably 3-4 days. The idea is that we had to leave the walls off so that the concrete truck can get in here and pour all the concrete. So all we have to do is just put in the ridge cap, throw on the metal for the sidewalls, do that cutting. But this is all 7 days worth of work. It took 7 days to get this done. But it is pretty much the structure is sound and complete. All we got to do again is put in the metal on the sides, and this is something that can be done relatively quickly. It's just all about, just having the resources to get it done. But $9,000 from top to bottom, all of the material to get a structure like this done. And what I like about this is being in it visually and physically is that you can tell that this will make a nice community room, a very nice community room. I plan on doing something exactly like this on the land. You could figure you can put, living room, dining room area, and a lot of chairs in here, cordon it off after it's laved up, or was already laved up, but after the metal is on and the insulation is in, throw a wood burning stove on the side, a nice large wood burning stove with the glass in the front so you can see the fire. Make a little chute on the right hand side and put the wood or position the wood so that you can make some kind of chute on the outside of the structure so that you can just load it in and you ain't got to bring it into the front door. These are all things that can be done. Section off one room, make it an office or a guest bedroom. Throw us, a composting toilet up in here and a shower with a little pump. And I plan on putting a nice little 500-gallon water tower next to the structure to get water pressure in there. and then get the water pumped into that water tower via solar power pump, which I'm currently looking to invest in. That should cost about, I would say, $1,200. I've priced out a couple, so probably have to talk to Pastor Fox to see what kind of solar water pump that he gets and just duplicate that system here. But this is what you can do. Let's go on the outside. We got to take off the side bracing, do some wind bracing on the side, but this looks very nice, very clean. Not expensive at all. Not expensive at all. I mean, you're going to take some time, whether you're going to do this into a house as well. It's not going to, the idea is that you have 4 walls and a roof and some heat, and you can work from there. I mean, you can work to stud out the walls. If this was to be made into a home, you can stud out the walls. You can put additional insulation in if you want to. You can put up walls, get some 2x4s and just do some framing out. Like for instance, you can use the posts to make a room. So like, from right here to right here, this can be a room right here. And you can make this another room, or make this a center room and a bathroom on the sides. But this can be a room right here. So the idea is that you can section this off with 2x4s and frame it out, so that if you wanted to do this area into a nice little home, you could. But 1,200 square feet, that's a lot of square feet to put in a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. But it can be done with a relatively inexpensive price. And the reason why, I was speaking to Brother James about this some weeks ago, and he agrees. These pole barns, they've been around for hundreds of years. I mean, it's funny how you drive through a town and you see this old rickety pole barn that's still standing, that looked like it was built eons ago, and that's the reason why, of the configuration of wood that they used at the time. And these structures are made to last. They are sturdy structures. And they're dependable, and they're inexpensive, and like I said, we agree, and he agreed that these structures are made to last, and they last literally a lifetime. So you can definitely do something like this into a home, 3 men, and some materials, and and again, over time, you insulate it, you put the sheetrock up, you section it off, but you'll have everything that you need to at least move in and start living and work in it as you go. It may take you some time, but that's just how it is. All things are done through time. And you have a little bit of money, you put it back, put up another wall, section out another area. Like we were doing with those smaller cabins. I was getting material for free, and we used ground molding. I got free wood here to do what do you call it, in the cabins, in the double wide, to frame out the wood burning stove area and make that look real nice with a little countertop, or a little ledger on top of the wood stove. So. And if you look back at my videos, you can see that all of that was free material, and it looks beautiful. All you got to do is just source the stuff, and as you get things, you put it to the side. You don't have to pay full dollar for a lot of these materials. Use Craigslist. Craigslist is an excellent resource if you want to get materials free, or if you want to get materials that are greatly reduced. You don't necessarily have to buy new. They sell a lot of lumber, metal, screws, tools, a local flea market. Hit up these resources and Therefore, you're not going to have to pay top dollar or full price. And you can definitely avoid the taxes as well. So stay encouraged. You can do it. Yes, you can do it. Never let anybody say that you can't do something. It's funny, I'm the type of person that somebody tells me I can't do something, guess what I'm going to go ahead and do? Seek to prove them wrong. Never let anybody steal your dream. Never let anybody tell you can't accomplish something. It can be done. All you got to do is put your hand to the plow. All right, now what I got to do is put a drain line in here. So I got to take that pickaxe and get to work. All right. Have a blessed day. Shalom.